Hi guys, Scott here from TEPIS Paranormal, and I'm back today with a new video. So today we're doing something a little different. We're out in public and I've got my phone with me and we're looking at Randonautica. So I've got it set to a 1 kilometre radius of my current location, and we're going to take a look and see what it tries to find us and show us. So I'm going to generate an attractor and see if it finds us anything nearby. Okay, so it has found us something, and it's found us something fairly close. So what we'll do is I'm going to have a walk in that direction, head to the location that's found us and see what we find. And I'll catch back up with you when I'm there. Okay, so I've arrived at the destination. It's a hair and beauty studio, so obviously Randonautica hasn't got the memo about COVID and everything being shut. I'm going to be honest with you, there's nothing here. I've looked around. There's a church just over there, which I can't show you because it's next to a school which has people in it. There's an empty shop there, some houses across the road, but nothing unusual, nothing out of the ordinary, and nothing that I think warrants me really showing you or sticking around. So we're going to cut back to me now, where I'm going to tell you about Randonautica and what it's supposed to do. Okay, so Randonautica is an app that launched early in 2020 with the purpose of generating random coordinates which allow its users to explore their local area. When initially generating a location in the app, it asks you to choose the type of point you'd like to find, with the options being attractor, power and void anomalies. According to the app, attractors are improbably dense clusters of random points in your radius. Voids are clusters of improbably low density, and power anomalies deliver one of the two types but with the highest power. The app then asks you to focus hard on what you'd like to find, telling you to breathe, clear your mind, focus on your intent and visualise during the random location generation process. The key premise behind the app is that its creators believe that quantum random numbers are more likely to be influenced by human consciousness than non-quantum random numbers, and persists that when you focus on your intent, you're influencing these numbers. In early 2020, Randonautica became very popular among the YouTube and TikTok crowds, with one very notable case being that of a group of Seattle teenagers who were led to a beach by the app and found a suitcase full of human remains. This led to Randonautica telling BuzzFeed News it was shocked at the very unfortunate coincidence, and later going on to say that the intention of Randonautica is not to find something disturbing like this. It's obvious from looking online that a number of influencers and content creators have faked their random encounters, with the videos in question gaining millions of views, and it's through this that the app has continued to gain its reputation for being creepy and interesting. The app has also been called into question by a number of parents who claim that the app encourages young children to go to random and often unsafe locations alone, much like the reactions that Pokemon Go received at launch. And much like Pokemon Go, the app features a number of safety tips such as avoid dangerous areas, do not trespass, and try to explore during the daytime and with friends. So during my Randonautica adventure, which you've just seen, I set my intention to be paranormal, something that I didn't find at the location it gave me. So I decided to give Randonautica a second chance, and generated a second random location, again using paranormal as my intention, and this is what happened. Okay, so I'm at location 2, and once again there's nothing here. I've looked around. I'm in a small sort of park area with not a lot going on really. It's quiet, there's a few houses around. There's nothing here, it's empty. So again, I'm not convinced by this. So we're going to pass back to me again to talk a little bit more. So here we go. So again, as you can see for the second time, Randonautica has taken me to a completely random location with very little there. Nothing of interest happened at this location, and there was nothing of interest there, so I decided to give the app one more go, and generated another location. This time I decided that it would be my final attempt, at least for now, and so I set on my way to the next location, which was nearby, with the hopes of finding something truly paranormal. Hi guys, me again. I'm at the third and final location, and again there's nothing here. It's a pub which is shut. There's also a building site where exactly where it wants me to go, so I can't get there. But yeah, no, so I'm not convinced by any of the locations that this thing's taken me to today. But, you know, maybe we'll have another go later. As you can see, I once again found nothing of interest in the area. Though of the 3 locations, this is certainly the most interesting. Unlike the first 2, this took me to a site that actually had something there. There wasn't just a random park or street corner. Obviously, with the current coronavirus pandemic taking place, the pub that it took me to was closed, and so I was unable to go in and speak to people. However, could this location actually be haunted and have any paranormal claims within? Could Randonautica have actually taken me to a paranormal location like I asked? I'm going to try and contact the owners of the pub and see if I can get some information about whether the place is haunted or not. And I'll likely try Randonautica on a larger scale in the future. So all in all, as an experience, Randonautica wasn't the most interesting thing. It didn't really give me anything that I found particularly impressive. It took me to a pub, a random park, and a street corner outside of a salon and across the road from a church. I gave it the intention of paranormal. Whether or not it listened to this intention, I don't believe it did. I personally don't buy into the hype of Randonautica. From what I've seen in a lot of videos, most of it is faked, with people planting things they'll find there. Obviously, with the case of the dead body that was found, as well as a couple of other strange cases that people have found, it's largely going to be coincidental. An app that sends you into a random sort of empty location, you're bound to find something weird there from previous people that have visited the weird location. I don't think the application is actually paranormal as it claims. I don't think it has any sort of ability to influence. And looking online, a lot of the science behind it, behind the quantum number generation and the quantum random numbers it claims to use, is disputed by a lot of high-ranking scientists and fairly respected scientific authorities. The creator of the app obviously believes in these theories and found them initially from an online forum chat room type thing, where he then used the information that he got from that and went forward to create this app. At the end of the day, Randonautica has potential to be something that gets you to explore, and with that being its main marketing point, I think that's it's a good app. I think generally sending people out into places they haven't been, getting them to explore their local neighbourhoods and their local cities is always a plus. Much like with Pokemon Go, it got people out walking, it got people out searching, especially with the 2020 that we had, with the lockdowns and not being able to go out to do much. Having an almost goal when you go out walking, which is one of the few things you were allowed to do, it seems fairly positive. There's a lot of negative reports online of people finding things, as we've said, but all in all, Randonautica seems just to be an app that's full of random coincidences. The marketing of the app's recently changed to more of a choose-your-own-adventure in real-life style situation, where it gives you the prompts to go somewhere and you decide what happens next. So I don't think a lot of the claims about the app in terms of it being influenced by your mind and giving you weird things based on your intent is entirely true. But then again, it could be. From my tests, this didn't seem to be the case. Though as I said, I'll get in touch with that pub and see if there's any hauntings within. And if there are, then Randonautica could have potentially sent me to a paranormal location. But for now, I've been Scott from TEPIS Paranormal, and I'll see you later.